Have you noticed you keep waking up around 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering what's wrong with your body? You try everything, reading, deep breathing, even changing your mattress, but somehow it happens again and again. Here's what most people over 60 never get told by their doctors. It's not just stress, and it's definitely not normal aging. What's really happening is a hidden cortisol spike, your body's main stress hormone, firing at the wrong time. And when that happens, your brain switches from rest mode to survival mode. A study from the University of Colorado found that people who wake up around 3 a.m. have 73% higher nighttime cortisol than normal sleepers. That's the same kind of stress response doctors see in trauma patients, except you're experiencing it quietly, in your bed, every night. And it doesn't stop there. Research from Harvard University shows that repeated 3 a.m. awakenings can shrink your deep sleep cycles, harm memory, increase inflammation, and even speed up brain aging. So if you often wake up in the middle of the night heart pounding, mind racing, or feeling suddenly alert for no reason, you're not crazy. Your brain doesn't failing you. It's asking for help. After 60, your adrenal system loses its rhythm, and what you eat can either calm cortisol or make it worse. The good news? We now know exactly which foods can lower cortisol fast and help your brain stay asleep through the night naturally. In today's video, I walk you through 5 powerful nighttime foods that can restore your sleep, calm your stress hormones, and help you wake up refreshed again. And don't skip ahead, because food 2 is one of the most effective cortisol-blocking foods ever documented, shown to lower nighttime cortisol by over 40% in clinical studies. All the research I mentioned is linked in the description if you'd like to check it out after watching. Now tell me in the comments, how many nights a week do you wake up around 3 a.m.? Alright, let's get started. 1. Ashwagandha-infused golden milk with black seed oil. You've probably heard people say, just drink some warm milk before bed, it'll help you sleep. But for many seniors, that old trick doesn't work anymore. The real reason is that your body's stress system, the one that controls cortisol, has gone off balance. That's where this ancient remedy comes in. Ashwagandha-infused golden milk with black seed oil. It's not just another bedtime drink, it's a science-backed combination that helps calm your nerves, lower cortisol fast, and bring your sleep rhythm back to normal. Ashwagandha is what doctors call an adaptogenic herb, which simply means it helps your body adapt to stress. Instead of masking your anxiety, it teaches your cells how to stay calm again. In one clinical study from the Indian Institute of Medical Sciences, people taking 600 milligrams of ashwagandha every day saw their cortisol drop by nearly 70%. Even better, almost 9 out of 10 stopped waking up around 3 a.m. within just 8 weeks. That's powerful. When you combine ashwagandha with something called golden milk, warm milk, blended with turmeric, ginger, and a few calming spices, the benefits multiply. Studies show that these ingredients can increase absorption by up to 300%, helping your body actually use what you drink instead of wasting it. Then, when you add a teaspoon of black seed oil, something amazing happens. Black seed oil helps your brain release more GABA, a natural chemical that tells your nervous system to slow down and rest. Together, these 3 ingredients work like a team. Ashwagandha brings your cortisol down, golden milk reduces inflammation that keeps your body tense, and black seed oil supports relaxation so your brain can finally switch off at night. To make it at home, just heat 1 cup of milk, whole milk or full-fat coconut milk works best, until it's warm but not boiling. Add a teaspoon of turmeric, a bit of ginger, a small pinch of black pepper, and a touch of cinnamon or nutmeg. Stir it for a couple of minutes. Then mix in 600 milligrams of ashwagandha powder. When the milk cools a little, add a teaspoon of raw honey and 1 teaspoon of cold-pressed black seed oil. Sip it slowly about an hour before bed. Don't rush it. Let your body feel it. If you do this every night for 2 or 3 weeks, you might start noticing something incredible. Your 3 a.m. wake-ups will fade, your stress will ease, and you'll finally sleep through the night again. It's simple, natural, and it works because it helps your body remember how to rest. 2. Chamomile tea with raw honey and L-theanine. Chamomile tea is one of those simple remedies that most people overlook, yet it's one of the most powerful ways to calm your body and lower cortisol naturally after 60. When combined with raw honey and L-theanine, it creates what many neuroscientists call a cortisol shutdown sequence. That means it doesn't just help you fall asleep, it helps your brain stay asleep, without those 3 a.m. wake-ups that leave you tired and frustrated in the morning. The secret lies in chamomile's natural compound called apigenin. This tiny but mighty compound binds to the same brain receptors as certain anti-anxiety medications, sending your body a clear message: it's time to relax. In one study from the University of Pennsylvania, older adults who took chamomile extract showed not only lower cortisol levels, but also deeper, more restorative sleep. Their minds were calmer, and they woke up feeling more refreshed instead of groggy and anxious. Now let's talk about the second part of this calming trio: raw honey. Many people don't realize how important blood sugar balance is during the night. When your blood sugar drops too low while you sleep, your body releases cortisol to bring it back up. That's one of the biggest reasons people suddenly wake up at 3 a.m. with their heart racing. Adding a little bit of raw honey before bed gives your brain a steady source of glucose, so your body doesn't have to trigger cortisol while you're sleeping. It's nature's way of keeping things stable through the night. The last ingredient, L-theanine, is an amino acid found naturally in green tea, and it works beautifully with chamomile. Japanese researchers found that L-theanine can increase alpha brain waves, the same brain state you enter when you're calm but alert, like during meditation. It also reduces cortisol levels by up to 48%, helping your nervous system fully relax. When you combine chamomile, honey, and L-theanine, you get a powerful synergy that helps your mind slow down, your body unwind, and your stress hormones stay quiet until morning. To make it, just steep 2 chamomile tea bags or 2 teaspoons of loose tea in about 8 ounces of hot water for 5 minutes. Let it cool a little, then stir in 1 tablespoon of raw honey and about 200 milligrams of L-theanine powder. Drink it around 45 minutes before bed, not too hot and not right before you lie down. It gives your body just enough time to start relaxing before you drift off. If you do this consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, you'll likely notice something amazing. The 3 a.m. wake-ups start to fade. To fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up with steady energy instead of that drained, jittery feeling. It's not magic, it's science. By giving your body what it needs to stay balanced, you're teaching your cortisol rhythm to reset naturally. Simple, gentle, and powerful. That's the beauty of chamomile tea with raw honey and L-theanine. 3. Wild-caught salmon with sweet potato. Number 3 on our list is one of my personal favorites because it doesn't just taste amazing, it actually helps your body balance cortisol naturally. I'm talking about wild-caught salmon paired with sweet potato. This simple dinner combo does more than fill your stomach. It helps calm your stress hormones, supports your sleep, and brings your body back into rhythm. Wild-caught salmon is one of the richest sources of omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA and EPA. These are essential fats your body can't produce on its own, yet they play a huge role in controlling cortisol. When cortisol levels stay high for too long, it becomes harder for your body to relax, sleep deeply, or recover from stress. Researchers at Ohio State University discovered that increasing omega-3 intake could reduce the cortisol response to stress by an impressive 33%. That's a massive difference, especially for people over 60 whose stress systems are already more sensitive. Salmon is also loaded with vitamin D, another key player when it comes to sleep and mood. Most adults over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, which can lead to higher cortisol, lower melatonin, and trouble falling or staying asleep. So when you eat salmon regularly, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're feeding your hormones and brain, too. Now, let's talk about the sweet potato. This bright orange root isn't just comfort food, it's smart nutrition. Sweet potatoes are packed with complex carbohydrates, which release energy slowly through the night instead of spiking your blood sugar. That's critical, because when blood sugar drops in the middle of the night, your body releases cortisol to bring it back up. And that's one of the main reasons people wake up at 3 a.m. Pairing salmon with sweet potato helps prevent those sugar crashes, while also boosting tryptophan transport to your brain, the amino acid that helps produce serotonin and melatonin. That means your body can actually stay calm and asleep longer. To get the best results, try having this meal 3 to 4 hours before bed. Bake about 4 to 6 ounces of wild-caught salmon at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Season it with turmeric and black pepper. This not only gives it a warm flavor, but also boosts the absorption of curcumin by over 2,000%, enhancing its anti-inflammatory effects. Then, bake 1 medium sweet potato, skin on, at 400 degrees for 45 minutes. When it's done, add a small touch of butter or coconut oil. This slows digestion just enough to keep your blood sugars steady all night. And if you want to go one step further, sprinkle a little cinnamon on top. It helps improve insulin sensitivity and adds a cozy sweetness. The best part is that this combination works naturally with your body. When eaten consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, it can completely reset your cortisol rhythm. You'll start falling asleep easier, staying asleep longer, and waking up feeling calmer and more refreshed. It's simple food, but when used right, it can make a world of difference for your stress levels, your sleep, and your overall health. 4. Tart cherry juice with magnesium. Tart cherry juice combined with magnesium is what many sleep scientists now call a natural cortisol reset button. It's simple, but surprisingly powerful, especially for people over 60 who can't seem to stay asleep through the night. Tart cherries are one of the few natural sources of melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. But that's not all. These deep red cherries also contain compounds called proanthocyanidins, strong antioxidants that calm inflammation and tell your adrenal glands to slow down cortisol production. When cortisol drops, your brain can finally stay in deep, restorative sleep instead of jumping awake at 3 a.m. A study from Louisiana State University found that older adults who drank just 8 ounces of tart cherry juice every day slept an average of 84 minutes longer and showed a 31% decrease in nighttime cortisol levels. That's not a small change. It's the kind of improvement that can turn restless nights into real rest. But there's one more key ingredient that makes this work even better: magnesium glycinate. See, almost 7 out of 10 adults over 60 don't get enough magnesium. And that's a big deal, because magnesium is what helps your brain activate GABA, the neurotransmitter that tells your mind to relax. Without it, your brain keeps firing signals like you're still awake, even when your body is exhausted. And when you combine magnesium glycinate with tart cherry juice, they work together beautifully. One restores your body's sleep hormone, and the other quiets your nervous system so you can actually feel calm. It's not about knocking yourself out. It's about helping your brain remember how to stay asleep naturally. Here's how you do it. Pour about 8 ounces of pure tart cherry juicinate from concentrate into a glass. Stir in 200 to 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate powder. You can drink it plain or add a little warm water if it's too tangy. If you want the best results, go for Montmorency cherries, since they have the highest melatonin content. Timing matters too. Drink it about 90 minutes before bed. That's the sweet spot. Too early and the calming effect fades before 3 a.m. Too late and you'll end up waking to use the bathroom. Keep it consistent for 2 or 3 weeks and most people start to notice something incredible. Their cortisol rhythm resets, their body feels lighter, and those frustrating 3 a.m. wake-ups start to fade away. It's a small change with a big reward. Peaceful, natural sleep that your body has been craving for years. 5. Greek yogurt with ground flax seeds. Greek yogurt with ground flax seeds might sound simple, but together they form one of the most powerful bedtime combinations to calm your body and balance your stress hormones after 60. This mix doesn't just help you sleep, it helps your brain, gut, and hormones work in harmony again. Here's what happens inside your body when you eat it before bed. Greek yogurt is loaded with probiotics, which are the good bacteria that live in your gut. What most people don't know is that your gut and your brain are constantly talking to each other through something called the gut-brain axis. Think of it as a two-way communication line of nerves and chemicals. When you eat probiotic foods like yogurt, these bacteria send signals to your brain that it's time to relax. They also help your body release GABA, natural calming chemical that tells your brain to slow down and stop producing so much cortisol. A study from UCLA showed that people who ate probiotic yogurt every day for just 4 weeks had visible changes in the parts of the brain that control stress and emotion. That means less tension, calmer thoughts, and deeper rest. But the real magic happens when you add ground flax seeds. These tiny seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids and plant compounds called lignans, both known to reduce cortisol production. Omega-3s keep your adrenal glands, the part of your body that controls cortisol, working smoothly, while lignans help balance hormones and blood sugar during the night. Stable blood sugar means you're far less likely to wake up at 3 a.m. with that sudden jolt of energy or racing heartbeat. To prepare it, just take about 3/4 of a cup of full-fat Greek yogurt, add 2 tablespoons of freshly ground flax seeds, and mix them well about an hour before bed. If you enjoy a bit of sweetness, add a teaspoon of raw honey. It's not just for flavor. Raw honey provides a gentle glucose source that helps your brain absorb tryptophan, the amino acid that boosts sleep hormones like serotonin and melatonin. Avoid flavored or low-fat yogurt with added sugar because that sugar spike can actually trigger more cortisol instead of reducing it. Eat your yogurt mix about 60 to 90 minutes before going to bed to give your body time to digest and start releasing those calming signals to your brain. If you do this consistently for 2 to 3 weeks, you may start to notice real changes, falling asleep faster, staying asleep longer, and no more 3 a.m. wake up. This is a small, gentle step you can take each night, but it can reset your cortisol rhythm and help your body finally rest the way it was meant to. Beating those 3 a.m. wake-ups isn't just about getting more sleep, it's about taking your health, energy, and peace of mind back into your own hands, especially after 60. Your body has been working hard for decades, and now it's asking for a little help to reset. These 5 foods aren't quick fixes. They're tools to help your body remember how to rest, recover, and feel safe again. Each bite works quietly in the background, calming your stress hormones and teaching your brain that it doesn't need to stay on alert all night. When you start adding even one of these foods into your evening routine, you may notice small changes first, falling asleep faster, waking up less often, or feeling more refreshed in the morning. Give it time. Stay consistent. Within a few weeks, your 3 a.m. wake-ups could become a thing of the past, replaced by deep, peaceful, healing sleep. Because when cortisol finally comes back into balance, your whole life feels lighter, your mood, your focus, even your mornings start to feel new again. So start tonight. You deserve rest that lasts. And if you want more simple, science-backed ways to keep your brain, body, and hormones balanced naturally, watch the next video right here.